Hi guys, welcome back to Nintendo Minute. So today we are going to do a mini celebration in this room of the 30th anniversary of the Legend of Zelda series.
The 30th anniversary is upon us. We are going to be counting down our individual top 3 games in the series.
There's a lot to choose from.
But we've done it for you.
Sort of.
What do you mean?
I'm still thinking about it. In this moment, I'm still deciding.
You better figure it out because this is camera's rolling.
Seriously. Pressure's on. Well, you can go first.
All right, I will.
Thinking.
Number 3 for me is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, which is, of course, the most recent console game for Wii. For this game, I really enjoyed the motion controls.
Yes.
And they built in a lot of different combat puzzles that were based on the different ways that you would swing your sword.
It all mattered, the angle
exactly,
that you held
the angle, you know, up slash, horizontal slash, all of that.
Did you have the gold
I did.
Wii remote?
I had the gold Wii remote.
How cool was the gold
I
remote?
was feeling
really majestic,
blinged out with my Wii remote. But it's, you know, beyond that, I thought that game had one of my favorite stories.
Yeah, definitely the story was one of my favorite parts.
Right.
Spoiler. This is my number 2. We have to talk about it now together.
Well, we'll just skip your number 2.
We'll skip the number 2, but this is number 2. Anyways, the story.
Yes, I think
great.
I think it plays a really important role in the Zelda timeline, if that's something that you like to follow. I really enjoyed the art style for this game, that kind of watercolor look. Oh, the music is so good. This is top-notch.
Yeah, I cried a lot in that game, playing that game. It's really hard to cry. I mean, play through tears, by the way.
Okay, good to know. Great dungeons. I remember there's just some really. This game's so good.
It's so good. All of it is really amazing.
And the game is now out on Virtual Console for Wii U, so if you missed it on Wii, that's a great way to check it out.
Yes. Okay, so back down to number 3.
Number 3 for you.
Back down to number 3 for me is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So
I think a lot of people would have that number 1.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I have a good number 1 though.
Guess what? Here's a hint. Not even on my list.
What?
No.
Wow.
No.
That's kind of surprising, actually. Not to say you didn't like it.
I think I might have alternative interest in Zelda games.
Yeah, I feel like you do.
Yeah.
So this one, for me, was the puzzles were so good. The story for the game is really good as well, but I think one thing that I really liked was that this game came out for 3DS, and even when I played it again on the 3DS, it still felt so good. It held up, exactly, and it was like a great way to relive that game, but also like discover new things about it too. So.
And I remember this was a really sort of special time in gaming after the N64 came out. And you really had this awesome 1-2 punch of Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time. It's like, wow, this is a totally new like viewpoint on what games can be. They're in 3D. They're taking these great franchises, but giving them a total new spin. And I remember I was in high school when this came out, and there were a lot of people that were playing this game, and it was like, who's going to stay ahead of the pack? Who's going to finish it first and sort of you know, deem themselves the expert? And I was like, I got to keep up with this.
You cannot.
No, because I'm bad at puzzles.
Exactly. No. I was not. I was maybe
like I was probably like the 3rd person that made it through. So I still felt pretty good about myself.
This is part of this gaming confession that we had that I didn't own an N64. Remember?
Yeah, that's right.
So this is one that I play with my friends. We played together. 2 brains are better than 1 brain. We like totally played together. It was so fun.
I might negate this entry because a little asterisk. Console ownership required to be on your list?
No!
Maybe your whole list is null and void.
What?
Sorry.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. But yes, if you haven't played it, play it for 3DS.
Yes, classic.
3D. It's awesome.
All right.
You're number 2 now.
The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Oh, that's a good one.
Some people enjoy the top-down Zelda. I would say of all of that category, this is the best. This really sort of set up a lot of kind of the Zelda elements that you see carried through from the series from there on, not just the top-down, but in the 3D ones as well.
Yeah.
It just holds up so well. You know, we're talking about games that hold up. I think that's something that really is a hallmark for this whole series. Is like you can go back as far, you can go back to the beginning. It's like, wow, this is still.
You can still play it. It's still fun, and it still feels
really good.
Yeah.
Looks great. Music is whoa level good.
Whoa level.
Look at my face. Whoa! Just everything about this is like a pure masterpiece. Like, of all of Nintendo's, games, like this is so high up there, and yet it's still my number 2. What could be number 1? What could be? It must be great.
I think I know.
Oh boy. Let's go. What's your number 1? Let's have it.
Yes. I feel like you know it.
I do know it, so it's not even a surprise to me.
All right, fine. Well, it's Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I think maybe everybody in this world knows by now.
Again, not on my list.
Not on your list.
No.
We have differing tastes with Zelda games as we do in life. There's so much about this game that I really love. I think, obviously, you guys know my obsession with Wolf Link by now, and I'm so excited that Wolf Link is back in Breath of the Wild. That transformation element in Twilight Princess, when you first encounter that at the beginning of the game, it like blew my mind. I was like, what's happening to Link? Oh my god! And it's so cool that that gameplay mechanic really tied into the transformation of the character. And then the other thing that I really loved was that it introduced Midna.
Yes.
Which she had.
Shout out to Midna.
Shout out to Midna.
Yeah.
She's hot.
She's on a different list.
She's on a different list. There was so much like depth to her character, you know, and there was like so much that was mysterious about her that you were learning throughout the game that really added to the story. And then finally, I just really loved the atmosphere for the game. It's called Twilight Princess, obviously for a reason, and it had like that whole sort of like shadow darker look, a more melancholy sort of feel, and I loved it. And then the best part about that game is the beginning overture too, when you like first see the Wolf Link silhouetted against like Hyrule Field, and the orchestral music starts, and oh my god, it's like the best. I think every single time I booted up that game to play it, I would like watch the overture and then like hit the start button to play the game, because I just loved it so much. I wanted to see it every single time. It was so good. So good.
We did do a dedicated video on Twilight Princess HD, so you can check that out. But without further ado, what you've all been waiting for, my number one. Yes. Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker.
Not on my list.
Well,
good game, but not on my list.
Guess what? I don't care.
Whoa!
So when you talk about the Zelda series, you're talking about boundless adventure and exploration, and I think that no other game embodies this better. And it's kind of funny that this is the one that doesn't really take place on land. This is all about exploring the seas, and you know, it's looking off into the horizon. Where is this boat going to take me?
Right.
And there are a lot of times you just come up on an island, and then you sort of have a little mini adventure with what you come across, or you know, there's different people on boats and all of that. And that's really what makes me excited about Breath of the Wild. And I think that gives this game a lot of potential to crack high on my list. It's just that it's wide open.
Exploration.
You just sort of look out and, you know,
Can I get there?
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's see.
Yeah, let's go do something.
Yeah.
So that's really about this game, what sets it apart for me, and I think, you know, for me, what makes it the ultimate Zelda game.
I think there could not be two Zelda games more different than Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. It's like every possible thing different about it is embodied in these games. It's just beautiful about the franchise, right? Is that there's so many different kinds of Zelda games for anybody that wants to play.
You know, we've been talking about art styles. This has, I think, you know, one of the best, one of the most unique. Just Link is so, all the characters are so expressive. Smoke poofs look amazing.
Oh yeah, the swirly smoke poofs.
Have to give a shout out to
when
smoke
you, like,
poofs.
do the bomb,
yes. Just everything about this is just
I like
so
when
good.
he picks up the pig on the island. He's very cute.
Right.
I like that.
Now this is another one where there's an HD version for Wii U. It just looks so good.
The HD version for Wii U looks amazing.
Really great gamepad stuff on that.
And the music is good in that one too.
It is.
And Tetra. Oh my gosh, I like
It's number
Tetra.
one.
Well, good.
Number one.
You're number one. All right, so those are our personal top 3 favorite Zelda games. We'd love to hear what your top 3 favorite Zelda games are.
Let us know.
Let us know in the comment section below. Remember,
Nintendo Minute is never a minute.
See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.